How's it going, fellas? It is I, Remag UK, and I'm bringing you some Battlefield 4. Woo! So Battlefield 3 is gone now in terms of popularity. We've got the next one. We don't care about Battlefield 3 anymore. We've got Battlefield 4. So I'm going to go through a few things, a few thoughts on the initial few days I've been playing it, and a few sort of gripes with the game and a few positive things with the game. So what I've been doing up to this point is basically grinding, I guess you could call it. I've maxed out the engineer tree. I'm working through support in this game, so I'm doing a lot of infantry game, trying to kill as many people, get lots of points for support. So I'll tell you what gun I'm using. I'm using the U100 MK5, which is this, I think it's one of the first, in fact I think it's the first support gun, the default one, and it's not a 200 sort of bullet belt like most of the other support guns that you would expect. It's actually more of an assault rifle type thing, and it's really good. This is a one-time scope. That's what it is. I don't know the name of it in particular, but I'm sure you'll find it if you do some trial and error looking through them. But it's good because it gives you a wide angle so you can see what's going on when you're looking down it. I've got the stubby grip, and I haven't got any barrel or any other attachment in that slot. So the reason being is I tried the heavy barrel and I felt it affected automatic fire a bit too much kick on the recoil. It wasn't as accurate. And just having the stubby grip just makes it fucking great. So there you go, it's really good. So that's my tip in terms of that. I mean, I don't really know why you'd want a 200 bullet gun when you can just use this, and it's just really, really effective. It's good at long range, it's good at short range. A lot of other guns are, don't get me wrong, but this one with the defensive perk, don't forget that, because of the 50% suppression reduction, so you can actually shoot and things like that. A tip with shooting under suppression is try and maintain the location you had before you got suppressed. Don't sort of adjust to the suppression effect. You know, when your crosshair jolts up and down, try not to adjust. Keep it where you think it should be in the middle of the screen, and it will go back there eventually. And that's the best way to do it. And that's one thing that was difficult to kind of adjust to at the start. Like, when I first played, I thought this suppression system is worse than the other one. It's really bad. But when you get used to it, it's easier really to deal with, you know. And the main reason being is, like I say, you can just aim where you were aiming and just wait for it to drop back to where it should be. So you can see my accuracy. I'm actually doing a lot of tap fire. You might think there's no recoil, but it's because I'm literally just spam tapping the mouse. Sort of, I'll do 3 bullets and then let go, 3 bullets, let go, tap, 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 kind of thing. And it keeps the recoil under control. And like I say, I think Battlefield 4 kind of encourages you to do that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really want you to control the recoil with the spray anymore. That's the feeling I get. It just wants you to tap, 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 tap. Start fucking tap dancing. I might go and learn it. But yeah, other than that, what else? Rocket launchers, very weak. From my agonizing grind of engineer, rocket launchers do nothing to vehicles. Every Battlefield player these days understands what a repair tool is and the importance of it with vehicles when it comes to winning fights. So I think the strength of the RPG, which is I think the RPG, the basic RPG, you know, with the stupid bloody ball on a stick in the end of it or whatever, I don't really know how to describe it. That one with the, you know, it's quite slow travelling, it's got quite a lot of dip. That one is one of the highest damage dealing rocket launchers you can get in the game, and it does about 26 damage to a tank unless you hit the rear of it. So I think that's pretty embarrassing, because you're going to need 4 rockets to kill a tank if you hit it every time. Most of the time tanks go back and forward, it's not guaranteed. One thing as well is when you are getting shot by someone and you fire a rocket, often if you fire at the wrong time, when your crosshairs just suddenly spiked up in the air, your rocket will just go you know, way off target, so you're not guaranteed if under fire to actually be accurate with RPGs. I understand there's upgrades where you can get more rockets in your inventory and things like that, so that can help, but I do think it's just not strong enough. But I think the repair tool is way too strong, because bearing in mind there's an upgrade for the repair tool to repair 50% faster. That's massive, you know, when you're up against rocket launchers and things like that. You can hop out of your own tank even and just go la 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 full health of tank from 50% in about fucking 2 seconds. So it's difficult. And another thing with vehicles is the scout helicopter. Now this has become the most powerful helicopter in the game. You know, sod the Apache. Well, you know, you've got a gunner with a bloody ridiculous cannon and rocket missiles and, you know, lock-on missiles. It's nothing. It's no match for the scout, because if you've got 2 teammates that are on each wing repairing it, you can aim your repair tool at the wings, you know, where they hold the missile pods on the helicopter, and, you know, give them the old 50% increased repair speed as well. And they just, you can just, I mean, you could literally just fly into a bloody enemy tank, like fly into it, have the turret in your freaking cockpit. Like, you may as well let it go inside and shoot, because it won't kill you. It's impossible, and it's a bit of a joke, I would say. You can just go up to an Apache, say hi, look, you know, shoot me a few times. You might get lucky and take me out directly through the cockpit. Good luck destroying the actual helicopter itself. So that's a bit disappointing. And I think they need to seriously look at the vehicle balance in the game, because realistically, if you play Conquest, you're gonna have to be engineer or be in a squad. And I think they're encouraging team play, but there's a lot of people that play on their own. I've played on my own up to now. I'm just grinding, and it's, you know, what can you do? You're just at the mercy of the game. You haven't got people to like coordinate with, and I don't think they take into account individual players, which is a bit sad, because not everyone has hundreds of freaking friends they can just play with all the time, you know. I think what would solve it is increase the damage rockets do, because it's hard enough hitting the target, and also lock-on RPGs, lock-on launchers that require you to maintain the lock. You pop out, you lock onto a tank, you've got to wait then for that tank to get hit. You know, you've got to maintain the lock-on. So that tank's going to be like, oh, look, he's going to do 26 damage. Or not even that, it's less with the lock-on ones, it's 23 damage. So lol, he's going to do 23 damage to me with his lock-on tank, and he's got to stand there like a freaking moron, waiting for me to just turn around and batter him with my turret. And that's exactly what happens. And a lot of the time they just bloody move, and just you lose the lock-on, and it's just even worse. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But I'm enjoying the actual shooting, killing people. I like the feel of it. Once you get past the bugs and the disconnects. I mean, in this gameplay here, I go, I think 22-0, and then I get disconnected, or the server goes down or something. And that's that. That just sums up the game. But I thought it was decent gameplay to show you, considering I'm going support on it. I mean, there's better classes to go, to be honest. Assault is one of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, because I know I'm going to probably end up sitting on Assault. I'm going to just unlock everything else. So I'll do Recon next, and then I'll go Assault. You know, I don't know if there's Commander tree. There is a Commander tree, but I don't know how much you could play that. It's a bit mental. But one thing I've noticed with, I mean, they've put this skill thing into the game. I know it was in Battlefield 3 as well. But one thing they've kind of not done is when you play Commander, it doesn't seem to, like, you can't really gain skill from playing Commander. And I played a Commander and lost like 22 skill, even though we won. We like thrashed the enemy team, and I got a really high score. So they don't really give you skill for playing Commander, which is a bit of a silly thing, really. It's not encouraging, is it? People that want to try and do well with the skill. These division things I don't really understand, because my stats aren't great, and I'm in Division 1 for everything by the looks of things, so I don't know what the hell they actually mean. But yeah, this is like a first impressions video. There's a lot more gameplay to come, don't worry. I'm going to cover it. I'll do some tip videos and things like that, why not? And I'm enjoying the game so far. Make sure you pick it up yourselves and give it a go. It is fun. Another thing quickly as well is privacy. There's very good privacy settings in the game, so you can't get followed and things like that by people you don't, or undesirables, let's say, that DDoS you and stream snipe you and things like that. But yeah, cheers for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be more to come. Love you lots, and tally ho.
I couldn't see shit.